Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, Sinners in 4K Ultra HD, presented with expanded aspect ratio. Next on the G.A.Turks Show. All right, so Sinners has finally arrived on 4K HD. And let me tell you, Ryan Coogler is a stickler for video and audio. He starts off by presenting this movie on a 100-gigabyte disc. Now, he wants us to have it in the highest image, video, and audio quality, and you can tell. So this movie is presented in HDR, and because he's such a stickler for film, he decided to shoot this whole entire movie on a 70mm and an IMAX film. We don't do that as much anymore, but he did. And I was kind of worried about how that would look and how that would transfer onto a disc digitally wise. And, you know, with film, you have a lot more grain and all of that, but with this disc, you absolutely could not tell. There may have been a little grain, but it wasn't, overwhelming. He absolutely got it right. Because he shot it with IMAX and also 70mm, you're going to get the film in two different aspect ratios. You have the 2.76, which is going to give you your black bars at the bottom and the top, and then you have the 1.78. And that's going to be your whole screen completely full with a picture. I love when they do that, but that's the IMAX view presentation. So you get both aspect ratios on this disc. Some people don't do that when they have IMAX movies that come out. They don't always do that, but he did. He wanted us to have that experience. What I like about 4K is when you get these movies, you're going to get incredible detail, textures, and gradient color value. When I put this movie on the introduction, when Warner Brothers is coming up on the screen, I automatically knew this was better than what I had seen in the theaters. This movie it just had a glossy image over it. When it came on, the textures, the colors, everything just really, really, really popped. And it wasn't like it was blown out or anything like that. It was just like you couldn't see, and now you put glasses on, and now you can see a totally different picture. It was like looking out of a glass window. It was very well done. You can tell. And the crazy thing is, you will not get this on streaming. If you really, really want a pristine picture, the quality, exactly the way that the director intended it, the full quality, you're not going to get that on streaming. It's not going to have the ability to push online all of the detail of the movie. And that's why I'm so glad that we got this on a 100-gigabyte disc, because it's going to give us all of the detail, everything that we need, the full image that the director wanted you to see. You cannot get that on streaming. You're completely missing out. And with that said, the link to your copy is in the description. See, I be thinking about you. Now do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Alright, back to the show. Bye. Now for the audio and sound, I'm loving that he gave us both Dolby Atmos and he's given us Dolby True HD 7.1. So for my setup, I have a 5.1.4. And I'm absolutely going for the Atmos. So the major difference is for the True HD 7.1, you're going to have it's going to be channel based. So if you're missing certain channels, they're going to redirect. But when you have Atmos, it takes whatever speakers you have, and the receiver makes sure that you get a 3D sound, which puts you in the scene and completely surrounds you. It does that with 7.1 too, but again, it's channel based. But with Atmos, they figured out how to make sure that all the speakers are used appropriately to get all the sounds, especially if you have a surround sound system. So with this format, he's given us the 7.1 and the Atmos. So what I did was I looked up the 4K quality for audio, and this is what it said. It said that 4K UHD Blu-ray is the undisputed champion For audio quality, the sound is lossless, which means the audio data is an exact bit-for-bit replica of the original studio master, allowing your speakers to reproduce every new subtle effect and powerful impact as intended by the filmmaker. You get the full dynamic range, crystal clear dialogue, and impactful bass. I mean, come on now. Who wouldn't want that? Now, streaming, you're not going to get that because it just can't compete in sound effect, dynamic range, and bass. It just does not have the ability to push the data from the information source. But with Blu-ray disc, you get the entire thing, all of it pushed at you at one time. And that's what I love about 4K. And the sound for Sinners does not disappoint. Each speaker feels like it's got its own role in the drama. Nothing gets lost and nothing overpowers. Man, the audio pulls off a magic trick. You hear the tension before you even see it. Sinners' sound design puts you in the middle of the story without ever shouting for your attention. It was nice. So Sinners, okay. A lot of people are saying that it is one of the best looking and sounding videos this year in 2025. How are you going to watch it? Are you going to stream it, or are you going to get it in the best sound and visual possible? Are you going to experience it by seeing it and watching it on 4K? Let me know. Put it at the bottom and let me know. Are you streaming? Are you doing 4K yet? Have you decided, hey, you know what? This sounds a little interesting. I think I may even try it. And let me know if you have tried it. What do you think? Have you gone to someone else's house to see what 4K in comparison looks like? Let me tell you, I love it. So leave your comments at the bottom, and until the next video, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.